Good evening, all. Ira Epstein with your metal market wrap-up, and this wrap-up is for the evening of Wednesday, the 9th of November, 2022, 6:10 p.m. Central Time. Well, the election results are sort of in. They're not done. It looks as though the Republicans will get a lead in the House. They may lose the Senate. It's a flip in the air, who gets what. It was certainly not a good night for the Republicans. I think they did a poor job. I think President Trump did a poor job. I think his candidates did not win the races that he got behind. I think it's not good. I think the winner of the night, Ron DeSantis, he just whipped through the state of Florida, and he's going to be the headline guy. Now, Trump will probably declare. I think Mr. Trump would be so much better off being a kingmaker, throwing his weight, influencing other people, rather than having to be the guy out there. Then we get to this afternoon, President Biden. I'm laughing. And he and his wife have been discussing, should he run again? But around Thanksgiving, they're going to make some serious decisions about it. And he'll make an announcement, but he has every intent of running, he said. So they'd have to talk him out of it, is basically what he said. And so could it be that we're back into that Trump-Biden thing again? It's very possible. What does it mean to the market, though, right now? It means more gridlock. Okay, so instead of both the House and the Senate being under the control, in theory, of the two chambers, because Kamala Harris, their vice president, if you get 50-50 vote in the Senate, she was the vote that could break it. Now the House will be not there. But remember, a small minority is controlled, but you'd have to have every member go your way, and we've already seen that's not the way. So gridlock is the right thing. The president said the right thing. It's going to take cooperation on both sides to get plans going in. It can be done. Problem is, both he and Obama have shown that they don't do that. They don't reach across the aisle and get the other side involved. It's all along party lines, and that's what they do. So who knows where the next 2 years go? Here's what I think. I think when you're looking at metals, looking at the currency markets right here, you'll see the dollar up strong today. Metals down a little bit tonight, as you can see. Understand it's now about inflation. That event of the midterm elections is out of the way. It's over. It's history. You know what you're going to get. And we'll just keep seeing the drama and whatever's going to happen for the next 6 months. Who cares? What cares now is CPI falling or not? The early numbers are like a 7.9 headline number. That's what I was seeing on TV, and a 6.5 core CPI number. So assuming those are the numbers that you look at, any reading over 7.9, you got to say inflation is still way too hot on the headline. But the Fed really looks at the core. So 6.5 is a step down from 6.6, but come on, it's a tenth. So anything further under that, well, that gets the attention of traders then stepping in and saying, it's falling more than the markets thought. Maybe that means the Fed can end earlier. They're not understanding that you've got to get down to a number the Fed's comfortable with for them to stop. They're going to look at the trajectory of them raising rates and inflation ideally falling. Where's the intersection point? And it keeps going. That's the science. That's the guessing that has to go on as those two cross each other. That's what this is going to be about. What kills the market is another strong set of numbers where both numbers come in hotter. Would I go through that number? That's going to be the hardest thing in the world to do as a futures trader. Where is gold? Gold is back up to the neutral number. The 18-week moving average of closes is the line in the sand. That's your neutral point. It's where you're at, okay? You're slightly over it, but it's where you're at. You're within $3.50 of it. You're just back and forth. You got over it tonight. This is the resistance zone. Now we see what happens. When you look at the chart, you can see how it pumped up, starting to set back a little bit, but the trend is up. You have higher lows, higher highs. You'd have to take out 1667.10 to break that pattern. When you add moving averages, the support is under that 1667.10. It's at 1663.40. Not the best place to be. And the resistance, look where the market stopped. Literally against the 100-day average of closes and the Bollinger Band. You got over the Bollinger Band the past 2 days, and now you're slipping back under it. That's basically what's going on. Who's got control of the market? The bulls at this point. Where's the resistance? Right through here, up to the 100-day, and you're overbought. Dangerous situation for longs. I think the smart money came out of the market. The gold-silver ratio, DC, getting a little bounce. Okay, that means silver's getting a little weaker than gold, but why not? It had its run the other day to the 200-day average 2 days ago, and the Bollinger Band started yesterday yesterday being today, it got down into the band again, came right back, if you take a look at it, got back right to the upper Bollinger Band, and now it's slipping away at the band. That band's 2159. Remember, you're just up to 2172. You're back to 2106. These are big swings. 70 cents in silver on a full-size contract's $3,500. What about momentum? Okay. So on the momentum, you can't count today because we don't know how the market, we don't know how the market will finish itself up. But what we do know is that if I take a look at it right here, on the close, you're at 84 and a quarter, 81s, 44. The day before, you didn't have both numbers over 80. You need 3 days in a row to embed. You didn't do it. And now the market's guessing, can it get it done for tomorrow? I think the CPI is going to tell you if you get it done or not. Copper keeps butting up to the upper Bollinger Band, running into the resistance. The market has 4 days hitting it, so it's attempting to glue itself to that number. I call it the gorilla glue trade. If it succeeds, if it's pulling away tonight a bit, you'll probably try to develop an embedded reading with it. Now, what I told you, don't forget. The 18-day average is approaching now the 100. If you get a crossover, it gets bullish. Remember how silver went up? Let's see if I can get back here to the silver. And in silver, you had a bullish crossover right here, and that's what sent the market to the upside. Traders look at these things, so don't forget those. Can you get it tomorrow? If you do, it's got to come off crazy action late in the day. So right now, no, but it could happen by Friday. Real easy. In the platinum, you're at the resistance point. You're overbought in the market. You have lower low, higher high. I don't see anything there. And in the palladium, you had your rally off losing the embedded reading back into yesterday, the 18-day average, and today, and you slipped back. Last, the dollar index. You got down to the Bollinger Band yesterday in an oversold market. You know what I teach here over and over. That's where traders cover. So now the market wants to see which way the CPI goes. What do they think the Fed will do? Remember, if the Fed's forced to keep going with 75-point hikes, the dollar will get stronger. If the Fed can back off of those and just go with longer hikes but more moderate, dollar may lose to other currencies under that scenario. It's a very interesting time. Tomorrow's a big day in the markets. Now, I'll be covering this early on for the traders as I put out my morning subscriber video. Those I begin recording typically at 5:30 in the morning. And what I try to do for the traders in these is as we get the market going with them, we're trying to come up with game plans that we can give you trading ideas off of. My charts will look different than these. They're going to have more studies, a couple more, just one more study and a couple of moving averages, but I explain things in a different way. And in those, I can say, buy here, sell there, do this. Boy, were we right. Boy, was I wrong on that one. And I try to manage money management and all the other things. We'll discuss fundamentals. We'll discuss the charts there and game plans for the day. It's simple. It works, by the way. You see it works on a phone. We give you a phone AP so you can look at it on your phone or your computer, either way that you go. On our website, it's got everything where you can scroll the bottom and pull along and get to the areas you want. The others, you got to just guess where they're at. It's just how the phones work. It's nothing we can do just yet about that. So how do you get all this? It's so simple. Go to our website under the word research. It's right there. How do you get more info? Call my staff. And last, you can always just follow me up here. There'll be a cursor. Give it a click. It'll take you right to that area. I'm Ira Epstein. Thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. It's going to be an exciting day.